Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your March 2018 general readings. Thank you for joining us here today. Welcome to any newcomers, and thank you for all your likes, shares, subscribes, your support, feedback, and comments. And a special thank you also to all of my clients, both regular and new ones, for keeping me so joyfully busy and occupied with personal one-on-one readings. If any of you out there are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me and you haven't read with me before, you can go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on the little About button for more information and my contact information, which you will also find attached to the description bar of all the videos I post. I do a wide variety of readings in all main areas of life, specific chart spreads for relationship compatibility, reconciliation potential, and 6 and 12-month overviews too, to take a look at what's coming up in your life over the next 6 to 12 months, depending on how far ahead you want to look. Channeled messages, all kinds of areas, so you can feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire. I'd be delighted to work with you. Turnaround time is usually pretty fast. It can be anywhere from a few days if I get cancellations and reschedules, upwards of 2 weeks, but almost always within a couple of weeks or so we can set up a reading for you live or recorded. If you're not looking for the more traditional in-depth readings, you just want a quick, short, fast little read, or you have a decision you need to make quickly, or something you want to take a quick look at, you can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo under Irish Gypsy. That link is also with the rest of my contact details, and that's a great way of connecting with me quicker. Sometimes immediately, or usually within, a couple hours or so, unless, of course, I'm sleeping or otherwise occupied. And they have a variety of different options. They have a one question, one answer option, or you can open it up for a little reading via text. They also have an audio phone option and a video chat option. If you're looking for short, fast reads for quick questions, you can find me on Instantgo under Irish Gypsy. So moving right into this reading is for the water sign of Scorpio for the month of March 2018. Let's see what's coming for our little Scorpions for March 2018. These are general readings. There's lots of you watching. It's going to resonate differently depending on who's watching. So if you know your rising and your moon sign, check out those videos as well for additional clarification. And they may play out for you a little more predictably than your sun sign at some times. All right, Scorpio, let's see what March has in store for you. So, we begin with the Wheel of Fortune, followed by the Four of Wands. Wow, that is an awesome way to start the month. I am recording these in the last couple of days of February as well. Next, we have the Three of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands. Sorry, with the High Priestess, that one was stuck. Next, we have the Ace of Wands, followed by the Two of Wands, and the Star, followed by the Ace of Cups. What a lovely month. From the bottom of the deck, your overall energy and guidance for March 2018 is Justice. Everything is in the upright. Let me just take a quick look here, Scorpio. I feel a little breathless. This spread almost has me feeling a little breathless. It's such a lovely, bright reading. I almost get a sense of anticipatory energy about it, like I'm anticipating something quite lovely. Okay, Scorpio. Okay. Had to sort through some of the messages I was getting. I'm actually going to start with your crowning card from the bottom of the deck, which represents your overall energy, kind of focus for the month of March 2018, also guidance and advice. You have the Justice card. So the Justice is the reap what you sow card. What you put into something is what you're going to get back out of something. You know that saying, justice is blind. We have that saying because justice, particularly in legal situations, is ideally the outcome or result of something is based on what went into it, the actual decisions and actions of what went into it. So as cautionary advice, it would mean to, definitely go through the month of March operating from, a place of honesty and the highest sense of personal integrity and honor that you can in all of your dealings. Justice also often represents making a decision about something that's going to actually have an effect that's going to play out as time goes on. It's very similar to judgment in that sense. Judgment is more of a call to action as well, a call to be responsible and account for what you do. Justice can often represent a decision you may have recently made or may be needing to make during the month of March. And it may be a big decision. It may appear at the time to be a big decision, or it may appear to be a small decision, but it has lasting ramifications. Whatever decision you make is going to be irreversible, and it's going to set the stage for something, set the concrete, lay the foundation for something for quite some time to come. So even if it's what may be viewed at the time as a small decision, it's going to have a lasting impact, which will become more visible and manifest more strongly as time goes on, could be for years to come. And it can represent a decision in any area of your life. It could be, the purchasing or buying of real estate. It could be about a love relationship or a friendship. It could be about business or career or a project of some kind. So in order to kind of see what this decision may be about for a lot of you watching, because this is a general reading and they can often be trickier than personal readings because you're reading for a variety of people, so there's a variety of messages we often channel to try and get out to those of you who are hearing that need to hear them. Let's take a look at your elemental energy. We have 1, 2, 3 wand cards, 1 cup, 1 pentacle, and the rest are major arcana cards. You actually have 4 major arcana cards in your spread, 4 out of 9. So again, this decision looks to be pretty significant, or there's some significant things happening in March. March looks like an important month for you. And there's a certain sense of unexpectedness about it in a really happy way. So we have 3 wands, which is fire energy, 1 pentacles, which is earth energy, and 1 cup, which is emotional or relationship energy. So there's more of an abundance in wands, and wands in the tarot, this is fire energy, and it usually manifests in, it's a fiery dynamic energy, and it's usually about creating and building and manifesting things. It can often be present in career issues, projects, artistic or creative endeavors, because it's about building something, which is a process, and it's usually forward looking, forward moving, because it's about building things that manifest down the road, which kind of go along with the energy of the Justice card as well. So for a lot of you, whatever this decision it is, whether it appears big or small at the time, for a lot of you it will likely be about making a decision about something in the present, which will have a lasting effect and play out more clearly as time goes on. And it could be for a lot of you in some kind of project, could be an artistic creative endeavor, something to do with your career as well. Some of you it may be in, maybe property issues, because we do have pentacles here, money or finance, maybe an investment of some kind. Some of you it might be relationship, because we do have 1 cup card here, which is the Ace of Cups, which is lovely. Which can represent new love and romance for some of you, or the heart opening up again. But I think for a lot of you watching, it's going to be to do with something you're building towards your future, or something that's going to play out more as time goes on. So we find ourselves at the beginning of March, the end of February, with this lovely combination of cards, Wheel of Fortune and the 4 of Wands. So the Wheel of Fortune represents energies of God, Spirit, your angels and guides. We have no control over this. The Wheel of Fortune spins. Sometimes it appears to be working for us. Sometimes it appears not to be working for us. That's really a matter of perspective. In the upright position, it does imply a stroke of good luck, of good fortune, kind of coming out of nowhere. You spin the wheel and it lands on something quite spectacular. unexpected blessings, good luck, good fortune. And this is completely a matter of divine timing and orchestration. It's something you really have no control over happening. Now it's and that message, I mean, that's a major arcana card. So divine timing with good luck and good fortune. It's accompanied by the Four of Wands, which is also referred to as the happy surprise, the unexpected blessing card. So it looks like, you know, and it's a general reading, and I try and pull, you know, 2 cards for each week, but timing I always feel is somewhat fluid. So some of you, the timing could, you know, be a little bit before, a little bit after the beginning of March 2018. So the Four of Wands, happy surprise, unexpected blessings. And even though you know they're coming, they're still going to take you off guard and be somewhat unexpected, maybe even vastly unexpected with this Wheel of Fortune card. And it's not, in terms of timing for the Four of Wands, for whatever this unexpected blessing is, it's not a card of an indeterminate future. When the Four of Wands shows up, it represents that whatever is coming that's going to take you off guard and make you so very happy is coming quickly. And for the majority of you, it's going to be within the month of March. For some of you, it looks like it may be more in the beginning of March. The Four of Wands is also a celebratory card, and it can point to an actual event. It could be a formal event like a marriage, a wedding, an anniversary, a retirement party, a birthday party, a graduation, something which has an actual theme or purpose of getting together. Or it can represent just a casual getting together with friends and family, like, you know, dinner, drinks, coffee, going out, something like that. And often that unexpected event or blessing, this energy is often connected to whatever this event represents. So when this card shows up, I always tell clients, for the time period that this reading covers, don't turn down any invitations to go out or go anywhere, even if you don't feel like it or you think, that's not really my thing, I don't think I'd have a good time. Go anyway, because something may happen rather unexpected there. You may make, I feel like some of you are going to go to some kind of get together, whether it's formal or informal or casual, and you're going to be making some kind of connection there. The nature of that connection is going to vary. If some of you, it may be like a great business connection or work career or something with a project with other people. Some of you, because you have the Ace of Cups, which can represent new love and romance, you may meet the love of your life or a soulmate or even a really great friend there as well. The Four of Wands also reminds us that in the hustle and bustle of the world we live in today, even if this represents an actual formal event, sometimes we can get caught up in how to create something or getting ready for something. And the Four of Wands reminds us to remember and reconnect with the simple joy and gratitude of enjoying being with the people in our life that we're blessed to have, the relationships of friends and family, and really remembering kind of what's important in that and not get caught up in the details of how things work. Particularly if you're planning a party or something of that sort. People can get really stressed out and crazy and upset, fight with each other about, you know, how this wedding's supposed to go or how this party is supposed to go, and they're actually kind of forget about what the actual event is supposed to be about. It's about a celebration and sharing that, connecting that with the people that you're with, that you're blessed to have in your life. So remember that as well. So it looks like we begin the month with that lovely celebratory energy, and perhaps definitely some happy surprises and unexpected blessings coming. And it is divine timing and orchestration completely. Next we have the Three of Pentacles and the High Priestess. So the Three of Pentacles is a card about teamwork, building something with another person or other people, which requires compromise and negotiation, which is the inherent energy of the Three of Pentacles. Compromise and negotiation, which is what any kind of project or anything that needs to be accomplished requires when working with other people. It's about something that needs to be accomplished. The Three of Pentacles can often represent a big project or a big common cause or greater good, and it's about achieving the successful small goals on the way to achieving the actual completion of whatever it is. But it's about working with other people. even if, and everybody having something to contribute, no one person being more important than the other, even if they don't always agree or have the same opinions, or if sometimes even get along together, they all agree that this thing needs to be built, or this thing needs to be accomplished, or we're working towards a certain cause, a greater good. So everybody kind of has to come together and compromise and negotiate in order to get a larger thing completed. Now, it's accompanied by the High Priestess, Major Arcana card. Deeply spiritual person, the High Priestess, deeply spiritual energy. Typically when the High Priestess shows up, it's always strong advice about paying attention to that inner voice, your intuitive sense, your intuition. Our intuition is our connection with the divine. It's how we get messages, flashes of insight, ideas which seem to come out of nowhere. So pay attention in the month of March as well to, like, that little voice, that gut instinct, those intuitive intuition, dreams, even things, ideas, or flashes of insight which may seem random but really aren't. It's Spirit's way of getting messages across to us. And the High Priestess also, she sees all. She observes a lot, but she keeps a lot of it to herself. So this may be a month, in the month of March, to also, particularly in working with other people, to kind of maybe not be at the forefront of things, to maybe observe a little more than speaking, maybe just pay attention and be more observant this month, and maybe less verbal in a sense. She's the High Priestess is that deeply spiritual, highly intuitive mystic, but she's not, you won't find her, she's not necessarily the life of the group. She kind of stands back and she watches everything, and she thinks, and she is guided by her spiritual and intuitive abilities, and when she speaks, it's usually meaningful and means something. But it's definitely a quieter and more observant energy, so that's present for the month of March as well, particularly in any dealings you have with other people or in working with a group of people as well. It can also be, you know, trusting your intuition in how to work with a group of people, or if you're in charge of something, how to get everybody to kind of agree on the same thing or come together and get on the same page together. I will say too, when Justice and the High Priestess are in a reading together, there's a pretty high potential of the High Priestess to have a strong influence on Justice, because Justice often represents needing to make a decision about something that's going to have lasting ramifications, which will play out as time goes on. The High Priestess in the same reading with Justice can represent that there may be somebody close by to you or close to you that either has answers that will help you make this decision, or has really good advice in terms of you're making this decision. But the High Priestess will not approach you. This would be somebody that you would need to approach in order to get their advice or answers or feedback on, because the High Priestess is kind of the stand back and observe, and she waits for people to come to her seeking guidance. So it can also represent, for those of you who are in a decision-making process, that there may be somebody in your sphere that you are being advised, or it's suggested that you go to them and ask for their advice or feedback or their opinion on whatever this decision is that you need to make. Now, next to that, we have the Ace of Wands and the Two of Wands. Aces always represent new starts, new beginnings, being at the beginning of a new path, or the opportunities for new beginnings or new starts. You have two of them. You have Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, because aces represent the number one. So it's promise, potential, the start of something. This is exciting. It's wands. Remember, that's fire energy, creating, building, manifesting. So it's a new beginning, or the opportunity to start something new, which you feel very excited and enthusiastic about. It could be a creative or artistic endeavor, a project of some kind you're excited about. Could be a new job or the start of a new career path. For some of you, it could be in a relationship as well. And it's about your long-term vision and goals, which kind of, again, go along with Justice card, making a decision. whose significance and effect you will be feeling for quite some time, because the Ace of Wands is paired with the Two of Wands, which is about long-term goals, long-term thinking, long-term planning. You can see this man is at a crossroads and he's trying to figure out which path to choose. Do I go left? Do I go right? They both look kind of the same. The key is in knowing your destination. I always say it's really difficult, if not impossible, to plan for a trip that you have no actual destination. How do you know what to pack, or how much to pack, or how to plan for the trip, or where to get your money exchanged, or anything like that? So having a goal, a long-term goal, a place that you eventually want to end up at. So it looks like you're starting something new, or have the opportunity to begin to build or create or manifest something new, which you're really excited about, which will culminate. You're looking down the road. You're at the beginning of the path, but you're looking down the road and you're feeling very hopeful and positive and excited about this. Next to that, towards or at the end of March 2018, I love this combination. We have the Star and the Ace of Cups. So the Star is a card of renewed hope, faith, and optimism. I say renewed because it's usually a card that shows up after a period of struggle or challenge of some kind, or pain, or illness, kind of where you've, been fallen down, or you've been kicked while you're down, and maybe you've kind of crawled off for a while to lick your wounds or heal, or sometimes we have to go in those emotional caves, but one day something happens, or you just realize that the sun is still shining, life is still meant to be lived, and there is still a path in front of you that leads to joy and fulfillment. Renewed hope, faith, and optimism. It's not independent, a card of the universe just pouring it into our laps. It's about walking in faith. You're being called to walk in faith. It's one of the wish fulfillment cards. So it's about having faith in the path that you're on, that as long as you keep putting one foot in front of the other, i.e. doing your share of the work of walking in faith, Spirit will meet and match you every step of the way, which is what she is symbolically doing by emptying her pitchers of water out into the larger body that she's kneeling in. She's completely emptying her water reserves out, because and walking in faith that when the time comes where she needs water, she needs her pitchers refilled, they will be, because she trusts that the source itself is limitless. So walking in faith, renewed faith, hope, and optimism, darkness into light, sickness into health, winter into spring, the sun shining again. Renewed hope, faith, and optimism. And it's accompanied and paired by another ace, the Ace of Cups, which can represent new love and romance, the heart opening up again, healing finally. It can be reconciliation energy, the start of something new, which makes you happy and hopeful and joyful. I still feel for a lot of you there's some kind of specific event, party, whether it's formal or informal. I feel like some of you are going to be making maybe some unexpected, divinely orchestrated connections there, or a connection. Trust your intuition on this. It looks like there's a decision that needs to be made. You may have made it now, or are in the process of making this. There may be somebody in your environment that either has answers or really good advice. Seek them out. Trust your instincts and intuition when it comes to working with other people, particularly on any projects of any kind. There's some exciting new beginnings that look really hopeful and positive as time plays out, probably connected to this decision. Unexpected blessings and happy surprises as well. And at the end of the month, you're feeling really hopeful and positive about your future. These new beginnings are giving you a renewed sense of vigor and hope, faith. Some of you may be beginning a new love, romance, relationship, or the heart just may be opening up again after a period of being closed or healing somehow. The long-term future looks good and you are excited about it. I will tell you too, there's two aces in the spread, and when the Justice card has a kind of a unique and special relationship with the aces of all the suits. When the ace shows up in a spread with Justice, it gives it a little extra luck, a little extra blessing in whatever this decision is and how its effects play out over time. And you have, it's kind of a little boost, a little extra good luck blessing boost, and you have 2 aces in this spread. So again, it feels, and that kind of explains the feeling I was feeling looking at this. Just I kind of just get this sense of happiness, yes, but almost an eager anticipatory, like something beautiful is coming or is manifesting. I'm really excited about how something plays out. So lovely, beautiful reading, Scorpio. I, as always, will be grateful and appreciative of any feedback. I rarely ever answer comments on readings, but I do read them all, and I particularly love hearing how they resonate for people. And this one I'm going to be quite interested in as well. So Scorpio, that pretty much wraps up your March 2018 general readings. I hope you have enjoyed it, that it's been useful and helpful to you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the March 2018 mid-month readings. Again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, just go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on that About button for more information and my contact details, which you will also find attached to the description of all my videos. Feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. And for those of you who want to connect more quickly for a quick short read, you have a decision or something you need to look at, you're not looking for the traditional in-depth readings, you can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo as a way of connecting more quickly with me under the profile name Irish Gypsy. That link is also with my contact details. I will see you all again soon, Scorpio, and as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, a happy life, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.